everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D in AT&T Stadium. We're casting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Time running out here on the play clock.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
And his kick is right through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And his first look is incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. And now it's second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 11 carries, 75 yards for Freeman in the game against New England. But remember, a lot of those came on the first carry. He had a good second carry, but then they didn't use him a lot late.
Yeah, I saw them getting to the perimeter early. You see how they stretched out New England's big defensive line? And then as they substitute, they started to try and go back inside. But a lot of people think maybe they didn't run the ball enough in the Super Bowl and maybe even eat some clock, especially with the lead that they had. But they also were able to use Devontae Freeman in the passing game. Remember, late of 28-20, faked it to him inside, then threw it to the flat, and he got a big play that way as well.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 62 yards. The Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock's running down. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
Play clock winding down. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And as we show you the starters defensively for Atlanta, I want to ask you about that Super Bowl. It's such an interesting game, but defensively Atlanta so good in that first half. What happened in the 4th quarter, and how will you remember them from this game?
I remember a really young defensive unit that the stage wasn't too big. They handled it right from the beginning. I remember a really fast defensive unit. Look at the speed. Grady Jarrett, defensive line, right? Would he have 3 sacks in the game? Deion Jones from his middle linebacker position forced that fumble against LeGarrette Blount. Robert Alford as a cornerback, double-digit tackles, down a lot of passes broken up. Pick 6 for a touchdown, 82 yards, a fumble recovery. But they were out there way too long. 93 plays given up to New England. At some point, you've got to get a stop and get off the field.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Come on, let's go. Brian 38. Brian 38. Flex round. Flex round.
First down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Time running out here on the play clock. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Flex round! Flex round!
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The play clock's running down. They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key to tight end. Four down. Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Elliott, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Robinson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the 4th quarter happened.
And we say, okay, where did it get away from the Falcons? What was the number of plays the Patriots ended up running for the game?
93.
And the Falcons ran 46. So they wore down their defense on that one. But look at what they did on offense. They were averaging big-time yardage, running it, passing it, had everything going their way. A 25-point lead should still be enough to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, almost 6 yards per rush, almost 9 yards per pass for the Falcons. The drive will start with a carry by Devon. He'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Sanu, the man in motion right. Here's Ryan to throw. Being chased out left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk rewards. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Defense showing blitz. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point try by Bailey. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. And on a different topic, don't forget, yes, we had the Super Bowl. Also had the Madden Bowl leading up to the big game. Eric Berry, second year in a row, won that beating Dak Prescott.
And those guys are really, really competitive in playing those games. So don't think that Eric Berry didn't really enjoy it. But in the, what do they call it, the Madden Major Series?
I call it the non-athlete series.
Well, non-athlete, but way more competitive even than the players playing. How about that championship?
Yeah, Chris W. McFarland beating Eric Problem Wright took home his share of just $250,000. And by the way, online qualifying now open for the Madden Challenge, the third event of the Madden 17 Championship Series. Should be a lot of fun.
We need to start working on our games. I heard that purse, $250,000.
Your ears perked up a little bit.
Definitely. Let's get to work.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. What an amazing season it was for Julio Jones, the Super Bowl. Maybe the best catch we've seen all year, that toe tap on the sideline. He finished with 87 yards, but something you told me is astounding. 4 catches in that game, only 4 targets, too.
Yeah, and if you watch the game unfold, which I know you did, How many times did you see on the replays the number of white shirts of the New England Patriots in the vicinity of Julio Jones? He's run a route, 2 to 3 guys in his area every time. That's the reason the targets were so low. But he maximized them, didn't he? 4 targets, 4 catches. And that sideline catch, I thought it was going to be intercepted. And he ended up having the concentration to hold on to it and still get both feet down.
In motion left goes Jones. Now Ryan on second down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Matt Ryan had 2 touchdown passes against New England, the first of which went to Austin Hooper, and he was targeted 6 times, somewhat surprisingly the most targets by any Falcons receiver.
Well, there was so much concentration on Julio Jones, and then you had Mohamed Sanu. He was going to attract a lot of attention. Taylor Gabriel had a big year. He had led the Falcons in touchdown receptions, so people forgot a little bit about Austin Hooper. But he's one of those tight ends that you're getting nowadays out of college who look more like a wide receiver when they run routes. How about the 3rd and 9 where he caught the touchdown pass, where he beat the one-on-one coverage of the safety? We'll see more of that in the future from him, I believe, in Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Prescott finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And quickly they get to the line. Ryan turns and gives to DeMarco. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And some space here. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 70 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. first half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play clock winding down. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Prescott now from the 50, surveying the field. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Second down following the run. Back to the ground, but here, McFadden. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Another pistol look here. This is Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott, and this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
This is caught inside the 15. Back now in Arlington. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd down, Prescott. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Play clock winding down. A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Here's Prescott, firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Oh, the spin. He won't go down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. Freeman again. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Here's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's third down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. They were pretty easy to come by.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Bengals. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Time running out here. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
The play clock's running down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his 2nd season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle, forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
Play clock winding down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got time. This is caught inside the 15. Now you think of all the years, speaking of Witten, that he's been around, but that touchdown catch he had against the Packers in the playoffs this year, That was his first postseason career TD.
Come on. That's
First,
not true.
yeah.
That's not true. Where did you get that stat?
Now, that's not as much his fault as their lack of postseason appearances, but it was his first.
That's for real? That's legit?
That is legit.
Hard to believe.
Still, this is a guy that hasn't missed a game since his rookie season in 2003.
And I don't think he's going to miss a game in 2017 either. I think he's energized and wants to come back and chase the rain. A one-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Dunbar. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they wanted to come out of the gate.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. First and 10 for Dalton. Underneath here to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Bengals a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Dalton, 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
For Jeremy Hill, with the season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing. And his 2 100-yard games both came against Cleveland, I believe.
Yeah, if he could play Cleveland each and every week, he would have been well over 1,000 yards. So the thing about Jeremy Hill in the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll come out in the pistol. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Play clock winding down. Elliott, toss right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Tackle made there by Ray Maualuga, the linebacker.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Prescott to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
First down carry by Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, 32 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And they're going to speed things up here. It's second down. Dalton looking. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Ohio, check Let's round. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Come on, let's go. Ohio, let's go. Let's go. Ohio.
On second down, Prescott again. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Left. Watch left. Get in the weight room.
First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's going to try and go deep again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Prescott, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again. Justin Durant, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Falcons. So with that, we'll send you out to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, home of the Dirty Birds, where we bring in the two men who will call the action, and that's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Ryan. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He got 29 yards that time.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at cornerback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
21, 58.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down, Ryan. And Tamme with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hey, my way.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
3rd down and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He can just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go!
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On second down, Elliott. And a cut to the sideline. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
On the run, Dunbar. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here we go.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Hey, let's go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Second down following the run. Now Ryan on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And that's caught by Tammy. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Get up! South! Ready, left!
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. It's caught. Left side. Tammy. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And it's 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Left! 59, ready! Hey, let's go! Fight!
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Prescott on 1st down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Final play of the half. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The play clock's running down. On second down, McFadden. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Play clock winding down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this time. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. his second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
They come out here in the eye. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And the D looking like they may blitz. This is Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tammy, 44 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Take 4. Come on, let's go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today. Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They come out here in the eye. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ryan wants to throw it. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. The ball comes out. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Freeman again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A second down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claymore in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little